Hey, everybody. And today I'm going to talk about hired help and care. I want to talk about daycare. I want to talk about nursing care. I want to talk about in home health care. I want to talk about the people that are taking care of your loved ones. And what do you really know about these people? And are they doing the job that they're supposed to be doing? Or are they roundabout or directly or indirectly neglecting and or abusing your loved ones? Child care, health care, where someone's supposed to be taking care of a parent or a special needs person, or even when you send your kids off to school or to be looked after by someone you don't really know. Or maybe it's someone you do know. You know, it's sad, but the world we live in today, you really have to be able to talk to your kids, be able to stay in touch with, you know, their feelings and have age appropriate conversations, because if someone is doing something to your child or to your parent or whoever is getting the care that you are paying for, you need to know. You need to know what's going on when you're not there. Cameras, conversations. If you're taking your child to a daycare at someone's home, inspect the home. Don't be scared to ask questions. I mean, you're leaving your kid. You're leaving your kid with them. And especially if you have a child who's not old enough to conversate. If you're leaving a child that's a year or younger and they're not able to form a conversation, you want to know what's going on in that daycare. Um, get there early sometimes and peek through a window. And if you can't peek through a window, then stand outside the door and listen. I would suggest checking the entire house that child's going to live in. You have that right. You have the right to see bedrooms and bathrooms and basements and kitchens. Whether the child's ever going to be in those areas or not does not matter. Your child is in that home, or your parent or whoever you're dropping off to the in-home care or daycare or adult care or whatever, you have the right to ask to see licenses, to make sure that the building was inspected. You have the right to do a walkthrough. And if the person won't let you, you know, just saying. If you're taking your kid, let's say you're taking your 6-month old baby to someone's home, an at-home daycare, and you go in to find out about the program and how many kids are there, and you know how many bedrooms are there, and and you go, well, I'd like to see the bedrooms. And the person goes, well, the child will never be in the bedrooms. That's not the point. The point is your child will be in that house. And you're not asking to go looking through their personal items. You just want to stand at the door and get an overall view of the room. You have a right to see the bathroom, especially if your child is of potty using age, but even if they're not. You have a right to see the kitchen, where bottles will be made. If there is a backyard, you have a right to see that. If there is a basement, you have a right to see that. Any area of the building that your child is going to be left in, you have a right to see. And if they won't let you, if you walk away from a facility that you're going to leave your child at and you have unanswered questions, just saying. If they have pets, doesn't matter what kind, you have a right to know. I'm just saying, the world's a really messed up place, and people can smile in your face and take your money. And even background checks lie, just because somebody hasn't been caught. And I understand that, there's people out there that have to leave their kids. My oldest, she runs a daycare, so I know these things, and believe you me, her licenses are on the walls, and if you got a question, she's got an answer. If you want to see it, she will show it. Because you should never, ever, ever leave your child, your special needs parents, anybody, in the hands of somebody who gives you more questions than answers. So that's my thought for the day, and just, do your homework and keep that line of communication open with whoever you're dropping off. And, if your kid's not old enough, then feel free to stick around for a minute and see what the other kids are doing. Speaking of kids, this is my grandson. Say hi.
Hi.
This is my grandson. I'm always talking about his mom. She runs the daycare I was just talking about. So, again, say bye.
Bye.
Again, if you're going to leave your kids, grandkids, special needs people, somewhere where you get more questions than answers, if you leave out of there with a funny feeling, if you aren't sure, I wouldn't leave them. I wouldn't leave them. All right, I'm going to wrap this one up and go see what the grandsons are doing in the kitchen. Y'all take care of each other.